Where's the trigger mechanism? How do you fire the laser out of this thing anyway?
The laser? There's no laser that I'm aware of in this.
Oh.
A weapon it was, nonetheless, Spadia, in the decades-long Cold War between the U.S. and the former Soviet Union, and it lives just off of Route 18 at Camp Evans in Wall, New Jersey. Before it became obsolete in the 1970s, the dish was at the forefront of American radio and space technology.
This site depended on it, and then this site proved with the right radio equipment you could pierce the ionosphere, and the exciting thing about that is now people could envision satellites and travel to other planets.
That's Fred Carl, director of InfoAge, which preserves scientific history for its own sake as well as for that of future generations of young scientists. Long story short, Bill, Fred got a grant from the Harris Corporation, which built the satellite dish decades ago, to repaint and preserve the dish system. But then a team from Princeton University came along and took the renovation several steps further, all the way back into operation, albeit in a brand new role.
And what is it doing now? It is collecting emanations from pulsars and other bodies out in the Milky Way, turning that into data, storing it in a server that is accessible to Princeton graduate students and other Princeton classes to help them get a better understanding of what is out in our universe.
Pulsars, Spadia, are these distant magnetized stars that emit pulses of radiation, and apparently we can learn a lot from them, or at least Princeton students can. I've been a space dork my whole life, however, so when Fred let me inside the dish to climb up inside it, I was all game.
It's hot in here.
There's newer gear that Princeton put in, obviously, to perform this new role, and then there's this gear that was state-of-the-art back in the late 1950s, which is really cool when you think about how far we've come. There are even old mounts on the museum floor where huge banks of electronics were once needed, no more.
We're all used to our technological advances in the internet and our phones, but if some extinction level event happens, you go backwards 50 years of that technology to actually communicate.
God, this whole conversation took a turn for the weird.
Well, I understand the satellite can take signals from the moon, so have they ever heard anything from out there?